Hi, can you hear me?
Testy.
That's Stickles.
Testicle 1, 2.
We're just here to talk about like shits and gigs.
Yeah.
We're going to swear a lot. We'll probably be drinking a lot. Wine thing is so played up. There's only so many
Buzzed
things.
besties.
Ooh, you are buzzed. Buzzed besties.
Buzzed besties. Like, who are these hood rats?
We are cool and you want to be our best friends, okay?
Welcome to the Sips and Gigs podcast. Here's your hosts, Nikki Intonman and Steph Joplin.
Yellow! I was like, just push that play button. Don't even tell me anything about what's been going on. I want to catch up with you real life time with all of our real life people.
I know. I was like, what do you want to talk about? She's like, I don't care. Just push play. We'll figure it out.
It's
like,
so much more fun when it's like real life. Then I don't have to listen to stories like twice, you know?
An act surprise. Like, oh, really?
Oh, really? You just told me that like 5 seconds ago.
I know.
Get our real reactions today of what's been going on in our lives.
Well, the reason we haven't been able to record for the last couple of weeks is because we are literally, Steph is in deep with Vanderpump Rules, so no time.
Very busy, okay? Busy over here. Every down moment I have, I just have to press play, and then I'll pause it. Like if I have to, I got to fold laundry and put it away in the back bedroom. Pause, come back.
You'll get like 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah. Well, I was on they're on season like 10 or 11 or some shit. I looked back and I was like, certainly I don't have that much to catch up on. Like, how long has it been? It's been like 7 years since I've watched it. I want to be cool with all the drama that's going on, all the scandal.
Everyone's into
I was
it.
like, I'm like 5 seasons behind. And I was like, that's not too bad. Like I can catch them. I can binge 5 seasons. Not when each season has like 29 fucking episodes.
No.
I was like, holy shit.
A job and 2 kids. You're like, kids, quiet down.
Yeah. Winston's like, what is this show? I like it. We've been watching it a lot. And I'm like, yes, shh, hush. I want to figure out why these two divorce. Like, that's my next thing is like, why are these two divorcing? A lot of people were just like, just skip it. Go. Like, you're not going to miss anything, which it's reality TV. Like, basically, you kind of know.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, I want to see the whys of how some of these people got here to I don't know. You know. So we can't really talk about it because Nikki doesn't watch it.
I don't watch it.
I'm not even caught up, so.
I feel like I just that's so much drama to be placed on me. Like, I feel like it's heavy. I feel like I'd be like taking on other people's drama, but I
feel so much better about my life when I watch them because I'm like, wow, you guys are fucking idiots.
My
the
life
fact that I'm not this petty or I'm not like, you're not paying attention to me. Like, who does that? Like, what?
No, they do. But they're laughing all the way to the bank. Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're acting like they're poor on screen. They're like, oh, I don't know if California really is that expensive.
Yeah,
but Bailey looked it up. He's like, aren't these guys getting paid per episode? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, they're getting paid like $25,000 an episode.
Yeah.
And they're like, here's my little.
Skills. You know, they're getting all like all brand appearances. Like,
but if they're talking about Lisa as being like, wow, just to be on Lisa's level, imagine how much that bitch makes.
Oh, she is loaded. Yeah. So they're living their best life. They're fine.
They are. I know. It's probably all fake.
It is. I was listening to a podcast episode of The Skinny Confidential, and they had
one of my favorites. Like probably one of the only podcasts that I listen to regularly.
Same. Do you think they'd ever come on here? Not a chance. They get like Joe Rogan and actually
yeah. They had Lala on there from Vanderpump. That's funny. Last year at LTK conference, she was like nominated for an award, I guess, for like lifestyle blogger or like something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, she'll totally be there. Like she's gonna come to the little old LTK conference.
She's like,
no, she didn't.
Have way cooler things to do. Do they have?
I was like on high alert. I was like, if I see her, I might tackle her and give her a hug and a kiss.
She is amazing. Do they have LTK Con like segment for podcasts? Can we nominate ourselves?
Can we nominate ourselves for that? I'll tag LTK. We would like to nominate ourselves for up and coming podcast of the year. Thank you.
I mean, right there. That's the hook. Let's tell her
like it should.
Now. Yeah. I think we can do that.
I feel like we're personalities like up and coming. Yeah. What?
Are you going to be able to go?
No.
Figured.
I don't even know if I would have went anyway. Remember last year I was telling you, it was just like, I feel like the people that are going are not the people that should be going. It's like really geared towards the people who are up and coming, like trying to grow their business. And the people at the top should be the ones teaching all the classes. It shouldn't be like people at the top are teaching the ones to the classes of the people right below them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Give it, I don't know.
I'm with you. Don't worry. I'm still waiting for my email. Hey guys.
Hello.
I've like emailed my rep. I was like, hey, I've checked my junk. I think there's just, must have gotten lost. She's like,
did she say that there was something coming out? Because I got like the early one that was like, hey, you've been selected for early access. And I was like, cool, I'm not signing up. I'm not going. Probably not. Like if I go to Dallas that weekend by chance for just like a mom getaway, because I literally have like a 3-week-old baby, then maybe, but I'm not going to go hang out at a conference now.
She said right now only like early access has been released. So I'm like, oh yeah, I must be.
So like
you're rich. Yeah.
I told Bailey, I was like, it's kind of a baller move to like go 1 year, win an award, and then be like, peace, I'm out, motherfuckers.
Because all those other bitches are going to be looking for you there, and you're like, I'm actually, I got a baby sucking on.
Oh no, that was so last year, guys. Come on, LTK Con who?
Is there one like trip that you would love? Or is there like a certain blogger? I know you've done a lot of the brand trips, but is there any type of like conference or something that you're like, yes, I want to be invited to? Or you're like, whatever comes my way, sure, I'll see if I can make it.
Yeah, literally, that's the way it is. I never want to not be invited on a Tarte trip. That's going to be a first like dagger to the heart is when they're like, oh, we're doing a Tarte trip with influencers and Stephanie's not invited. I'm going to be like,
well, I'm just waiting.
No matter what even if I'm literally popping out a baby that day and they're like, well, we didn't invite you because I'm like, still.
We're in labor. I know. I'm like, I can't. Tarte is so smart with how they do those trips because they have like the mom influencers and then they have the Alex Earls of the world. Like
the like crazy drunk college kids that you're like, that's a party, but I just want to watch it. I don't want to be a part of it.
I do not want to be a part of it. And that's how I knew I was old because when last time I went on their trip, I was like, ugh, looks amazing about 10 years ago. Not for me now.
Not for me now. Nope, it would take me 6 months to recover from that one. Nope.
Oh, what else is new?
Oh, just every time somebody asks me that, I'm like, I'm getting fatter. I'm waddling more. I officially can't tie my shoes and I'm out of breath no matter what I'm doing. That's basically where I'm at. It's 25 weeks of pregnancy.
Oh, I know, but it's like it could be like, let's just say 13 weeks away, right?
Is that right? Is that math right?
That would be 38.
I'm not that lucky.
I had all of mine early.
This third one is going to be like, oh, I'm going to be the same. I'm going to be like 4 days late. Cool.
They're going to have to induce you at 50 weeks.
I'm like, I don't care what it is. On that third day after I am drinking.
Yeah.
heavily.
Well, you know what I did do with Brooks at 38 weeks? I had them start to strip my membranes, which sounds so gross when they say that. Basically, they just like peel.
Oh, yeah. It's not it doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't feel good. But at that point, I'm like, don't care.
It's any day. Yeah.
Anything would feel better than like waddling one more day in this summer heat.
Yes.
So I did
That's
that.
when you know it's red. That's when you know it could happen any second. You really have to be on your toes. Was when your doctor's like, all right, let me just take these 2 fingers and I'll just swab this big old hole you got up in there. We'll loosen her up. We'll get her ready. Oop, I feel a head. I can feel it.
Yep. And then you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Days later, I had it. So just put that in your back pocket for 38.
Yeah, he was the last. I think he swapped. Is it swabbed my membrane? What do they call it? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think mine was probably like 2 days later. I went into labor too. And then all the nurses were like joking, like, Dr. Doe, did you like swab so many membranes this week? Yeah, there's so many, because there was like 19 of us going into labor that day.
Nurse joke, but a bunch.
And I was just like, hey, excuse me though, but can I get my epidural first? If I ask first, I get it first. So sign me up for the drugs. I have an emergency C-section that I got to go do. I was like, well, can you just do this real fast? And he was like, no. I tried.
That's the words. So you're feeling all the pregnancies right now.
All the pregnancies right now. All just like that uncomfortable stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is basically gone. We're back to like, we're trying to eat healthier, which is making my chin feel less big.
Hey, I've been seeing you rock those chin straps though.
Oh, yes, they do. They'll snatch it up for at least an hour. And then the weight of the gravity just flops it right back down.
I won. That's for real.
What about you? What you been doing?
That's what I was going to say. You posted something about the chin strap, and I was just going to respond to you. But unfortunately, I was locked out of my direct messages for almost 30 days.
For 30 days?
Well, here's the thing.
Wait, what did you do?
I know.
What were you talking about?
That's the first thing I said. I was like, what did I say in direct messages? I was like, because sometimes I'm pretty good about blocking people. I'm like, bless and release. But sometimes I will come unleashed. Just wrong time, wrong day, unleash. If they just really piss me off. And they like judge like my
fuck this, here we go.
Yeah. When they like dig at like my parenting, I'm like, you just, and right. And it's always the people that are like, bless, love all the other moms and their profile.
Oh yeah, they're like, Jesus first. You go to their profile, it has like 19 like crosses on it, and they're like, 100%. Just love her over here. And I'm like, wow.
Zero judgment. I'm like, you fuckers. So I was wondering what it was. So I got a 24-hour warning about maybe.
Wait, what'd you say to her? What did somebody say to you?
I don't.
Come on,
so
tell me what you said.
I mean, this was like literally when I say 3 months ago, I got a warning, and I was like, oh, I know what it was. I was talking about getting fake boob implants. And right, people are like, I can't believe you'd even think about that with all of the disease, like the what's it called? I think it's called Bill, that has all the implant like rejection.
Oh yeah.
And, right, and I was like, okay, I just did a reel about it. It was supposed to be funny, and it turned into like this big thing. So then I was like, you know what? I'll do whatever the fuck I want with my body.
The joke becomes like, even if it was real, get off your high horse.
Exactly.
What you do?
She's like, you have this platform to inspire, and here you are telling people to do this to their body. And it just really like set me off. So after I sent it, I made sure that she could see it. And as she was typing, I blocked her. So I was like, last word.
Oh, boom, mic drop. You don't get to say shit.
Yeah. So like shortly after that, like 3 days after that, I got a 24-hour block where I couldn't get into my direct messages.
Wait, but what did you say to her? Like, were you like, fuck you, bitch?
No, I didn't say that.
How many cuss words did you use?
I literally said, like, I will do whatever the fuck I want with my body. I do inspire, like, what? I don't know. It wasn't anything bad, but I did unleash a little bit. I didn't call her anything, but I was like, that's weird. But I could see maybe why she reported me, because I did, like, get a little aggressive, if that's what happened. Well, this is not what happened. Come to find out, this is not what happened. So about a month later, I got a 7-day block. So I was out of my direct messages for 7 days. This was like mid-April. So the day of our anniversary, May 2nd, we go through that 7-day block. I finally get back in direct messages. All is good. May 2nd, I get a notification that says I am out of direct messages for 365 days.
What? Oh my God. I would have started bawling.
I did. I was like, I sent a screenshot to Lissa, who helps with Steph and I's business. And I was like, well, my business is over. So it was nice knowing you.
No.
Yeah. She was like, it's
a therapy session.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was like, I mean, everybody. I was reaching out to a whole, like, people that I thought had contacts at Meta. So I put up a message box on my stories. I was like, does anyone know anyone at Meta? Do they work at Meta? And I did get a couple responses. So come to find out, the reason I was blocked is because I use a system, it's called ManyChats. I'm sure you've heard about it, Steph. It's an automatic response. Okay. So
like if one's under the post, or like in within DMs?
Within a post. So if I'm like, comment jeans, and it's so hard to do manually, right? You could have hundreds of thousands.
Oh, yeah.
So this system, which is a verified Meta partner, automatically sends direct messages to people. So for the listeners, if you're like, oh, jeans, you type in jeans, you'll get an automatic message from me that will give you the link to those specific jeans.
Right. All those posts that you see that say comment jeans under this post, and it will send you. I tried it once to see what people were doing. I was like, they just trying to get more like comments under their post and more likes. But no, once you comment that, it triggers something in the back end, and then that app sends you the link directly to your messages, so you can have all the links. You don't have to click or do anything. You just have to go to your messages.
Correct. So we've been using that for for a while. I mean, probably 6-8 months now. And I don't use it all the time, but I had one that did like well. And so it was sent like 1,000 messages in a day. Instagram, there was what they call a meta bug, thought I was spam, thought I was a bot.
Because so much activity that was going on.
There was so much automatic activity that was going on at once, which technically shouldn't have been happening, because ManyChats is a verified.
Right. If they know that like, hey, if this lady has 2 million followers, there's going to be more than 1,000 if that's the cap. of
Sure.
messages that you can send a day.
What's her name? Jenna. I can't think of her name. She does the Gold Digger podcast. She posted on her stories, like when I was in this lockdown, that she sent 45,000 DMs through ManyChat one week.
Damn.
I was like, here I
I've
am
been selling some shit.
40. Yeah, I was like, why am I
You'd be like,
blocked out?
I got blocked out for 40.
Yeah, so I'm like, what the hell? So it was a random thing. We had a
But wait, does she get in trouble for doing all that too? Or
Nope.
this was just one-off random thing where they're like, whoa, Nikki, you need to hold your role. Stop this. Yeah.
But there are other people that are having these type of blocks. And it's just a weird bug trigger. But the problem is it's AI bots that are monitoring this within Meta. It's not
Right.
people. So they're
Exactly.
not like, oh no, actually she is using ManyChat. So you just get so many strikes against you in the backside of Instagram that the robots like, oh shit, she's sending spam. So they blocked me out. So by the time this all got settled, it was about 26 days before I got back into my direct messages. So last week,
26 days. Oh my gosh.
I know. It was hard, but it was like, so then we had to send messages through my backup account if people really needed something for like my Fasterway clients, let's say, or
Yeah.
people that really actually needed, like not just a gene link. I would screenshot it and just put it on my stories if it was
Right.
that case, but like something who actually needed like something important. We had to go through a backup account. We had to find out who the person was. And sometimes they weren't getting that back.
Basically like a TikToker for 26 days where they don't have to interact with the people. They just post shit out there in the world and they're like, bye.
Didn't hate it. There was some things where I'm like, it was like a blessing in some, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, you build this community and
Yeah.
like the funnest part is having communication and be able to like bullshit with your
Yes.
audience
The
and
talking back and forth or just getting feedback on like, not the cutest thing or like, hey, can you help with that? Like, yeah, it's chit chat with your girlfriends and be like, sorry, you cannot talk with anybody for 26 days.
And the worst part is I could see people message me, but I couldn't respond. So people were like, thank you so much. You've inspired me. Or I love this outfit. Thank you. I just went through your link and bought it. And they could see that I saw it.
Oh no.
I mean, I told them on stories, like I'm blocked out. I can't talk to you. But it's just like, they have
Left them on red. They were like, she ghosted me.
I know. So that's been the sole drama.
It's
of the month.
stressful.
It is.
That would be like I would compare that to like not being able to get into your DMs is like anybody at any job not being able to email back and forth. So if your boss or coworkers or somebody needed something from you or wanted your opinion on something, that's what I equivalent. People are like, oh no, you can't message people. Like this is so basic, but no, like you can't email somebody back and forth at your job. You can't talk to them back and forth. That's a huge miscommunication step. Yeah.
It's a big deal. And it just was soul sucking. Like I would just wake up and be like, what am I going to do today? Because I mean, I could still luckily my account didn't get deleted. I could still post stories. I could still post reels. It was like, It was a slap on the hand, but for 365 days is what I thought.
Gosh, that would have been nuts.
I know.
So how'd you get it lifted?
The company ManyChat was in contact with Meta and like kind of they had a list of people that this was happening to and being like, this is incorrect. This is a bug on your guys' side, but it just took them that long to get to.
Yeah.
Like they have, they don't do anything fast.
No, they don't care as much as you care ever.
Yeah, they don't care. So it's just like, shit, this is just so much control on the business.
That's good to know. I've always contemplated back and forth going to use one of those. And then I was like, no, but then I'm like, oh, maybe. And then I'm like, no, but.
And it's helpful. It's helpful.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the more stuff that you can get auto-generated, especially when people just need information quickly and it's as simple as a link or something like that.
Yeah.
And we all give you all the instructions to get the links on your own. 19 different ways you can get the links to the jeans that I'm wearing. I mean, I'm not wearing.
Sure. It's like just a pain in the ass. And then you have the manually doing it and then having to go in direct messages. It's just whatever. But it's part of the business, part of the beast. That's fun. So now I'm back to like wanting, I was into social media. Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to quit social media because now I can't talk to anybody. I'm going to go be a banker. I don't know. Ty is like, I think we just need to like take a deep breath.
Like take a step back.
First of all, you'd be terrible at banking. It's like
a banker.
I'm not gonna stay at home with the kids. Like
we're broke. We're in debt. How are we going to be a banker? You're the worst with handling your money. And you're like, well,
Yeah,
better
as I'm like
now.
still buying outfits. He's like, remember when you thought your life was over? And I'm like, well, just in case. I got to buy
Sure.
So, yeah, but we're
Yeah.
back. And summer break is officially official for me.
Officially official. Are any of your kids at home full time for summer break?
Yes. And our nanny started, and it's been like which
Oh, good.
I didn't have anyone for 2 months. And
Yeah.
first world problems, but when you're trying to have a full
When
time,
you're working from home. Yeah.
I'm working from home and trying to be a mom, stay at home mom, it was a lot. But the kids are involved in all of the things this summer. So basically, it's just nice to have another chauffeur.
A chauffeur. Like,
Yeah.
that helps a ton.
Yeah.
Luckily, this will be our last summer where we're going to have to be free. Because Winston's still at daycare. So he just graduated from his preschool daycare thing, which was so cute.
No, Jack did too.
And I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to be in kindergarten next year. This is great. I cannot believe it. This is crazy. But he, they were like, hey, do you want to extend and just have him stay all summer? He'll just be with all of his friends still, and they'll just do the same thing. They just do a lot more outside swimming, going to the parks. And I was like, oh yeah, absolutely.
Sign me up.
The show. So we still have this summer, and the next summer will be real life, old kids where they're done. And you're like, wait, what do I do with you now?
100%. I don't
They're
know
fine.
how people do it. Truly, it's so hard to figure it all out.
Yeah. Luckily we'll have Bailey. Bailey isn't working, so he's working from home or doing stuff out of the house where I can be like, okay, you guys, I have to do some stuff.
I have content.
Bye.
Go to the park. Hi.
Have fun. Go golf.
He's going to be your Manny.
He's gonna be the Manny. He'll do it. He'll by that time Winston will be 6 years old. They literally will be golfing every single day. It'll be disgusting. I'll be like, can I see you guys? I'm done. Can you come hang out with me now?
How's the house going?
We just finalized the plans. They should break ground in a week.
What?
I know. I'm
That's
going to go out there and help them.
With your shovel?
I'm going to take a little gardening, just the little scoop.
Yeah, the kids
And
size.
a kid's bucket. Yeah. Just being like, I just wanted to save this. I'm going to put it in an urn type thing. Put it up on the mantle. It's actually a really good idea, right?
That's not a terrible idea. And what is it? The year build out?
That's what he said. Yeah. I'm going to be annoyingly on him. Yeah. Let's make this faster.
Are we on track? Are we on track?
Let's go. Come on.
Come on.
It'll be fine. He's actually got somebody that's behind us in order that's pushing him a lot harder than we are. So I was like, oh, that helps because he's got to finish ours before he can, or get ours started and going before that one can get off and going. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll let that guy be annoying then. And I'll just get all my shit done really fast. Fine. Perfect.
That's so amazing.
Yes, I am pumped.
Have you been shopping for maternity clothes? Are we full blown maternity?
Oh yeah, nothing. Yeah. But no. I got the couple things that I needed, some biker shorts, because I like the full panel. I like the things to go all the way up and cover the whole belly.
Same.
Luckily, I didn't have to buy jeans or anything. I really don't wear denim shorts that much if I don't have to. So it's mainly just the same shit, stretchy.
Yeah.
Stretchy
all
shit.
The all the comfies.
All the comfies.
Yeah. How are the boys doing? Are they are we still in the Terrible Two, or are we
Well, they have named themselves the Terrible Two, which Winston was just this is the group. This is our group. We're called the Terrible Two. And I was like, what? It's hilarious. But Winston's at such a good age right now. He's so chill. He's cool. He's nice, but he's also helping Grant. I'm like, who are you?
I'm telling
You're
you.
a normal, cool little kid.
They turn the corner.
And they're like, I want to help you I want you to be really happy with me all the time. And I want to be best friends with you. Every once in a while, he'll just be a dick. And then you're like, hey. And then you're like, oh yeah, okay, sorry. I'll go back to being cool.
It's so true. We put
especially when they can compare themselves to a younger kid who's having a tantrum. And he's like, I'm not doing that. Am I, mom? And I'm like,
it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I know. It's so hard. We put the kids in. I wanted to put the kids in a lot of stuff, mostly to keep them separated as much as possible this summer, because they'll just fight. My older two will just fucking fight all the time.
Bickering and the little tiny he slapped me. He took a toy from me.
He's looking at me. And so we've talked about
That's
it
a
before.
girl thing, by
That
the way.
is.
That's not a boy thing. Neither one of my boys has been like, Winston's looking at me weird.
He's a, well,
That
she'll be
is
like,
such a
"Mom,
girl thing.
he's glaring at me. I'm like, this is so dumb. And we've talked about it before, but Paisley, bless her soul, sweetest human on the planet, just not an athlete. She's just not. And she is artsy fartsy. She is such an incredible
I love
reader.
that.
She is thriving in school. We just signed her up for piano and voice. Like, she's just so damn excited for the music side of things. But I was like, hey, baby, like a rule in our house is I want you to be involved in something that keeps you active. I don't care what it is. You can cheer, you can do, volleyball, golf. I don't care. But I do want something for you to do like as a team and just keep you active. And so she's like,
Absolutely.
okay, fine. She loves swim. So I was like, perfect. We'll sign you up for swim team. So swim team is every single day. I'm going to be there every single morning. And I was like, you know what, Jack, if I'm driving there, you might as well do it too. Like, you might as well join swim team. He's like, I don't really want to do swim team. I'm like, I know, but it's going to make you
Too bad you're going.
Yeah. I was like, it's going to make you a stronger swimmer. So they have tryouts yesterday. Jack slays it. Paisley gets in the pool, goes 2 feet, starts crying, goes 2 feet, start crying. You have to do one length of the pool or you can't join swim team. So she gets out and she's like, Mom, my ears hurt so bad. She just had tubes and her adenoids were removed about 6 weeks ago. And she couldn't even get through one lap without her ears like slaying.
Oh, that's just, that's making my
So
ears
much
hurt
pain.
just thinking about it. Like when you go in the deep end too much and it's just like, oh,
that
that poor
pressure.
girl.
I know. And so they're like, well, we can't clear her. They're like, have her come back tomorrow. And Paisley's like, it's not going to just magically get better tomorrow. She's like, Mom, it hurts so bad. So I was like, it's all right, baby. We'll just try swim team next year. So
But now Jack's like, yeah, I love this.
so he's playing. He's competing this weekend. He's just an athlete. Like he loves to compete and Paisley couldn't care less. Now she's going to have to sit on the sidelines and watch her friends with Jack.
And Jack was just supposed to do it just
Her
because you were
sport.
going every day. And now you're like, now I can literally only have one kid that's doing this and I have to go every single day.
And it wasn't even for him. It was like for Paisley. And so
That's life right there, bitches.
it was such a hard conversation. I was like, it's baby, this is part of it. This is facing adversity, right? Ty's like, who gives a fuck, Paige? We'll figure it out. I'm like, have some compassion towards her
What
feelings.
about like earplugs? Well,
She had earplugs and she has like this waterproof headband that goes over her.
and still.
Yeah. And so we called the ENT yesterday. He's like, I want to see her, but I can't see you guys till about 3 weeks. And swim is like 5 weeks season. So I was like, meh. So we're facing like, it's different when you see your kids like emotions get hurt.
Yeah.
You're trying to guide them and you're trying to like, it's really important for, as parents, we believe, for them to face adversity and to lose. And, like that is important for us as like parents of these kids, but it's like also hard just to see your oldest, like your middle just kicks his ass and everything athletic wise. But I'm like, we'll find your own shit. We'll find your own shit. So we're like trying to navigate that. So it's just like, parenting is so hard.
Yes, that's difficult. Yeah. Especially when she tried and then still couldn't do it.
Yeah, they're like, we can't.
That's hard. It's not like she was just like, oh, I watched Jack do this, but I didn't even try. Like Winston was like, he got mad at his jujitsu class because he was leaving and they had like the older kids were doing like a medal ceremony for him because they had just come back from like a tournament or something. And he was crying to Bailey, I guess, and was like, how come I don't get a medal? But it's like, I had to have a conversation with him to be like, hey, first of all, you're not old enough. Those kids are way older than you. They put in the work. They put in the time. They get the medal. You don't just get one just because you're doing jujitsu. And he was like, well, I want one. And he's like, no. So then like now he's reminding him like, should we get a medal just because we do something? And he's like, no, we gotta earn it. And I'm like, yeah. First, second, or third, motherfucker. That's when you get a medal.
First or last. I am with you. I don't know how the audience feels, but I am not a fan of participation medals. I'm just not. I think maybe as you and I being athletes, like it is so important to lose. I have learned more in losing than I ever did in winning.
And you can do an end of the year party. Like everybody gets to go do this, but like the trophy, no. Like the big fucking, like soccer was like a full half of my body size trophy for all these kids. And I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
They did nothing. We are literally terrible. We lost every game.
Like, good job. You participated.
You should be like, okay, kids, we're going to go sulk over pizza. We will have the coolest after soccer party, but none of us got a trophy.
The drama.
The drama, man. But
There's so much drama happening.
so, drama. What else is what other kind of dramas we got out in the world? We got Target drama.
I was literally just going to say, do we dare say the word Target? Oh, shit.
All them motherfuckers coming for Walmart now, ain't you? That's right. I was like, woo!
That's what I just told Ty. I was like, I am now a Walmart girly. He's like, what?
I've always just been under the impression, I'm like, Target's too expensive. $30 for a shirt? No fucking way.
I mean, it is. And the quality is just the same, if not.
I mean, I don't know. I had some lady email me like my weekly newsletter that I send out every single week goes out and it has like a roundup of my outfits or things that I've shared, like my favorites. And at the very, very bottom, it says like today's sales. And it will write all the sales from like the big, like Old Navy, Target, Walmart, all of our favorite things is like they're having 30% off. We had Target on there, Target, 30% off of some shit. Got an email back from some lady who was like, I cannot believe you would support Target. I am unfollowing, unsubscribing, bye. And I was like, okay, bye. Like,
see you later.
Love you, bye.
I will say when I have the most anxiety, if that's what you want to call it, or like anxiousness around social media is when there is something big happening in the world.
Oh, yeah. Where there's like two sides. You either love it or you hate it. It's like, yeah. It's like,
I know.
It's always scary to pick a side.
It's scary. And it's also like, how do you navigate this? Like, our pages are not political. I'm like, you want my opinion? I share dicks for a living. I literally am like sharing dick jokes and you are worried.
Shaped cups. Yeah. Look at this new straw I got.
No, big. I can't.
Like, how dare you?
And it's like hard because it's like, you don't want to ignore it. But like, we want to bring light to a lot of situations too, but I
really just don't give a fuck about a lot of the shit that goes on in the world that people make into such a big deal. So I'm just like, whatever. I don't care. If you don't want to shop there, don't fucking shop there. Yeah. If somebody does, who fucking cares?
Just go on to my Old Navy link if you don't want.
I mean, luckily, like if it was Walmart, it would be so much different because that's then like a source, like that's a biz. That's where you have to look at your business things, what you're really standing for. I don't know. It just is. I feel really bad for those accounts that are like full on Target accounts. Like that's all they share. It's like new Target drops. Here's this. Oh, look what I found in Target. And I'm like,
revenue. Yeah.
Like, that just really blows for you because I understand that behind the scenes where you're like, this is my business. This is my revenue. This is my income. What the fuck am I supposed to do just because this company did something that a whole bunch of people don't like? Yeah. Now what do I do? And I don't give a fuck about, even if you don't give a fuck about it either, like I don't stand for, I don't know. I'm like indifferent.
Yeah.
If somebody says that, then people are like, oh, how dare you not take a stance on one side or the other?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things I feel like in the world go against a lot of my values and ethics personally, but it is a hard decision. And I've actually leaned on some other influencers where I'm like, hey, what do you do when a brand is offering you this, but it goes against, what you stand for? And you have to decide as a business owner, like, how you want to pursue that. And I've said no to more stuff, but I feel like I've said yes just because of how I want my business to be ran and how I want my, my,
for sure,
my name, my Instagram to be presented. But it's like, it's challenging.
Yeah. Well, and like something that's like Target, or it's like if something came out bad about like Amazon, literally, come on, guys, like Amazon is a bunch of little tiny companies from all, like you could pick apart Amazon if you wanted to, but are we all going to stop using Amazon if something bad comes out?
And that's what,
I don't know.
Of course, now my For You page is all about this. And that's what some girl said. She's like, yeah, I am not going to Target. The problem is, it's like, if you don't want to go to Target, are you still going to continue to go to X, Y, and Z? Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you pick apart one place for this one thing and then you really start looking at all the other places, like every single one of these big companies is fucking fucked in the background anyway. That's why they're big. That's why they're huge. They own literally they have the huge footprint. They're not doing things for the bed. I don't know. It's sometimes I'm just like, if you're going to walk the walk though, like do it in every single aspect of your life. I will give props to those people. I can't. Bailey's like, I'd like to like get everything that's like USA made in the USA. I'm like, bitch, I can't do that. Like, there's no way. That's all of my closet is gone. Boom, out the window.
It is. It's so challenging. And what like in the light of this, Ty and I were talking about it. He's like, you know what? The only thing we can control is yes, where we spend our money. We'll do the best we can, but also just how we're raising our kids. Like whatever you feel is best for the morals and ethics of how you want to raise your children. The only thing you can control is within your walls, you know. And it's like a lot of noise, a lot of things happening on the outside. But like you said, it's everything. It's coming from all different directions, and everyone has their own opinion. And the nice thing is, if you don't, like you said, spend your money where the fuck you want.
But I don't care about that. But I get so upset when people are pushing their agenda on someone else. I'm like, no. That's where I don't like it. I don't give a fuck what your opinions and your values are, but don't push that on anybody else. Yeah. That's where I'm like, that's the thing that we all need to learn. That part of it is like, I'm staying in my lane. I'm doing what I want. I feel good about every decision that I make. But no, I'm not going to get mad at somebody on the internet for doing something that they feel like is their right lane to stay in. So
the keyboard warriors, man. I had like a few of those this past week during Memorial Day, and I was like, you know what? Bless and release. You're blocked. Yeah. I feel good about what I'm doing.
I guarantee you this. If one of those people who was like, if this lady who sent me the email that was like, I would never shop at Target. Like, what if Target is paying you $1 million a month to share their shit? And you would stop working with them? Because I guarantee that's happening with some of their big people that are sharing. They're like, that's my full revenue stream.
100%.
And you're going to ask that lady, you're going to tell that lady, like, shame on you. Like, do you think you would do it? Would you turn down that money? Right. I don't know. And who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, I know. We've talked about it. I'm like, I'm just going to keep moving forward and sharing what I believe in. People will stay if they want. And
I've always just been that. I'm like, I don't fucking care, guys. I don't care. Do whatever you feel. Like, don't bring it here to this space because I'm going to give you nothing of what you're asking for. You're not going to get a fight. You're not going to get my opinion. I honestly, a lot of this stuff, I don't have one because I'm like, whatever. Yeah. I feel like we're making big deals out of things that we're making, like, I don't know.
Well, and that's part of it too. Like everything now is blown out of proportion because of the media, whatever side you're on. So it's in your face. And because it's instant gratification with social media, you have every type of information at your fingertips and it becomes information overload. And then it just boils over to your favorite info.
Yeah. And like, it's okay to see both sides of everything and to be like, I'm mad at both sides. Or like, I actually agree with both sides. Like, you can be torn, but they're like, no, we need you to take a stance. And you're like, I don't know which, like, I agree with this part of something and then this part of the other thing. But like, that doesn't put me on either side of the line that we have clearly drawn in the sand that everybody's getting so fucking mad at each other about.
And we don't have the obligation to share those type of things on our social media platform with thousands of people. Like, if we want to have a conversation, unless you want to, but I don't think we should feel the pressure or need, not just us, but anybody to have. Like sometimes when they're like, how much do you make as an influencer? What's your social security number? What's your address?
How many venereal diseases have you had? Tell me.
How many sexual
everything.
partners? I need to know everything.
I need all the information. Like, no.
Nice part is some of it is close to the chest. Some of it's personal. Like, and we share what we think is right. So
share what the fuck we want to share.
This is quite the catch up.
Quite the ketchup. No, I'm angry. I'm probably going to get locked out of No, I'm just kidding. Luckily, in my part of the world of Instagram, my little corner, we are some cool ass mother truckers.
I know. And that's a part too.
You get one and then people are like, get them out of here. Like, fuck them. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
That is true.
I just wanted you guys to say it and like back me up.
Go get them, ladies.
Go get them. Yeah.
We need to have a esthetician on for sure on our next episode.
Yeah, I keep waiting for you to tell me the date that's going to happen because I need all of the cool skincare shit that we should be doing.
I need it.
if there's anything more.
I know.
I mean, I basically feel like my skin is glowing. Look how good it looks.
It looks really good. So do you
I don't know if that's all going to go away as soon as this baby pops out and it's going to be like, bye, bitch, your glow is gone.
My skin was always impeccable with both my boys and girls. Boys and girl. Because they say like girls,
really bad like acne at the beginning of all of them.
Yeah.
Or it's like, here's the body acne coming in.
You look glowing.
I know I am. I'm also sweating. It's really hot in this house.
It's also on my brow.
Got a little drip.
Yeah, the good little drip. You guys, we covered a lot of drama.
That was a lot on a catch-up episode.
It was
Follow
good.
us.
I like
all the politics.
I mean, hey, we keep it real on the podcast. That's what I do like about it is you get everything here.
I know, because I feel like the people that listen are our kind of people. So they're like, yeah. It's not like the people, like, you really have to take your time out to listen to this podcast just to hate on us. And if you're doing that, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself is right. I don't care. I'm saying it.
I know that the podcast can't bot what we're saying because we would have been shut down a long time ago. we would have not. You can't post any more episodes for another 3 years. Like, okay, we're done.
That's so true.
We got in trouble.
Guys, thank you for joining us. That was a fun little catch up.
Faux show. Okay, we need to figure out a plan for the next couple episodes. We promise. I mean, like you guys know us. We're never on a schedule. Sometimes we're just pumping them out once a week. Sometimes we got to take a break. That's real life.
It is real life. But we're going to get some good guests on through the summer.
For show.
We're going to revisit the Instagram post the story that we did to figure out some guests that you guys want to see. We'll follow up with those people. We'll get some people
and we'll just take you live into my vagina when I give birth.
Oh, but actually, can you please go live Sips and Gigs style?
Just like take the microphone with me and just like prop it up next to the bed.
I don't hate that idea.
It's not bad.
Not a bad idea. I'm here for it.
And it's just audio so that somebody in their car driving can just listen to an hour-long sesh of me like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or begging for your epidural.
Oh yeah, that will happen for show. For show.
Follow us, Sips and Gigs Podcast. You can find me at Nikki.Entenman.
And me at Bedouin Chardonnay.
Have a good day.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts so other people can find the show. Come follow Nikki and Steph at Sips and Gigs Podcast on Instagram, where they share tons of behind the scenes to keep you laughing all week long. See you next week.